Hey beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. It's been a while since I've done a cooking video, so I thought let me show you guys how I made this delicious oxtail. As you can see here, the white looking portion on the plate is sadza, a staple food in Zimbabwe and many other countries in Southern Africa. We also have some greens. Some people call them vegetables, or in Zimbabwe we call them maveji. In this video, I will show you how I made this delicious oxtail, and if you'd like to see how to make sadza and greens, please check the description box. I have put a link of my previous video showing you guys how to make sadza and also greens. I highly recommend watching this video till the end. So here we go, guys. As you can see, guys, the water looks a bit bloody, so this is why I always say clean your oxtail before you cook it. I mean, some people don't, and that's fine, it's all personal preferences. So that's first step done. Next step is to add all your favorite spices, and I am going to show you guys which spices I am using to make this beautiful oxtail. So first thing is first, add some salt to taste. I love salt. I love salty foods. So yeah, don't go crazy with the salt. Also add in some crushed chilies. If you would like to use fresh chilies, that's up to you. But I like crushed chilies because they're not so spicy, since I'm making this dish for my daughter as well, who doesn't like spicy food. Next step is to add this steak and chops spice. I got this spice from the African butcher as well. Love this spice. It just brings really nice taste when you're cooking meat with bones. And as you can see, I'm adding quite a lot of it because it's got some great flavors. Also, I'm going to add some Madras curry powder. Also got this from the local butcher, but I think you can get this in Morrison's or Tesco where they have World Foods. Also going to add some all-purpose seasoning. I know this is quite a lot of spices going in there, but yes, you do need your oxtail to be juicy. Last step is to add some paprika. Who doesn't love paprika when you're making a stew? So now I'm going to step 3. As you can see, I've added all my spices and the hob is on. I've added some water in there to bring the oxtail to boil. I'm going to leave this for about an hour, 30 minutes. The pan that I'm using is really good when you're making stews. It cooks the stews quite quickly. So yeah, I'm going to leave this for an hour, 30 minutes. So after leaving this to boil for an hour, 30 minutes, it still wasn't cooked. So I decided to add my onions just to make sure that all that flavor is soaked in together. So as you can see, I have used some white onion and also red onion just to bring that good flavor to the oxtail. So I give it a stir, and then I'm going to close this again and leave it for another 30 minutes. Now we move on to the next step. As you can see in this video, I am using a knife and cutting into the oxtail to see if it is cooked. And indeed, it is cooked, and it's so easy for me to cut into the oxtail. If you want to get one piece of the oxtail from your pan and cut it on a chopping board, taste it to see if it is cooked or not, that's another option that you can do to ensure your oxtail is all cooked. So that takes us to the last step, which is to add your tomatoes. I usually use fresh tomatoes, but I forgot to get some from the shops. So in this video, I am using chopped tinned tomatoes. I love using fresh tomatoes because it gives the stew a nice fresh taste. But tinned tomatoes are also nice, just not the same as when you use fresh tomatoes. So I'm just giving this a stir to make sure that the tomatoes are all mixed in with the meat. By the way, guys, I also added 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. The only reason why it's not in this video is the clip disappeared. I don't know where that went, but yeah, make sure you add some oil. The reason why I've only added 3 tablespoons is because oxtail is quite oily anyway, so you don't want it to be too oily. So yeah, add a little bit of cooking oil. So next step, I'll close the pan and leave this to simmer for about 10 minutes, just to make sure that the tomatoes are fully cooked and soaked into the meat, and hopefully my dish will be ready for me to eat. After leaving the tomatoes to cook for 10 minutes, this is the final product. As you can see, the tomatoes are fully cooked and all the juices are soaked into the oxtail. So this is how I make my oxtail. Make sure you give it a try at some point. It's such a simple recipe and I don't want you guys to miss out on this delicious recipe. And boom, dinner is served by yours truly, Mrs. Wolford. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you like what you see. Comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys for your support. We greatly appreciate it. See you next time.